Hey, hello everybody. There's been a lot of questions lately. Hey, what's the deal with eggs? Why are eggs almost non-existent? Why are the shelves bare? And whatever you can get is extremely expensive. And, the bottom line of that is, in my opinion at least, rather poor government policy. A lot of the chicken or egg producing areas have required the chicken farmers to test, and it's not even for their own flock, but if there's any bird flu anywhere in the area, even in the wild bird populations, they're requiring them to exterminate their entire flocks. And so, of course, when you have untold millions of birds being killed, or chickens, laying hens, it takes a while to replenish those flocks. Chickens don't start laying, they have to grow up. And so right now, because instead of using healthy chickens and healthy immunity and grass-fed and healthy birds and differentiating between healthy and unhealthy birds, it's just, hey, if any of this shows up in a lab test, kill the birds. And, right now, Azure Supplier has not had to kill any of their birds, but and we are still getting roughly the same amount of eggs that we've always gotten, but everybody is, having trouble finding them other places. So our volume has gone up a lot. So we run out way before we get the next shipment in. We're still getting our shipments from our supplier. They have had no issues, you know, with with testing positive for anything. But because, the overall demand has outstripped the supply nationally by a huge stretch. So, in my opinion, it's rather poor government policy asking the question with the wrong premise and going straight to slaughtering whole flocks instead of bird health. One little tip that I'd like to share is if you can't um, do eggs or you don't have enough eggs and you want to use something that's actually pretty healthy in cooking, that's not eggs, um, is flaxseed makes a wonderful egg substitute. So just simply grind up some flax seeds, blend them up to make kind of uh, with water to make kind of a paste. Make sure they're blended well, and so they're about the consistency of cracked eggs. And then you can use those in recipes like pancakes and cakes and anything, maybe not make scrambled eggs, but anything that you would use eggs in. And as far as the taste and texture, it's very similar. You're not going to tell a whole lot of difference. It's something that we've used off and on. And then, of course, obviously, the very best way to take care of this egg supply is have your own backyard flock.
Mm.
That's always the best. If you can have them in your yard under your control, nobody's, you know, although if you live in some of these super dominant states that have a lot of regulation about that, there have been cases where they've gone in and picked off backyard flocks as well, but that's pretty rare. It's only happened a handful of times. So backyard flocks for the most part are still a pretty good deal. We still have that at our house, and of course Azure is there to support you with all the various kinds of chicken feed. We have all of the best. So, hey, I wish we didn't have this egg crisis, but since we do, here's a couple ways we can make the best of it.